Look, I've never done any project like this, and I don't even know how to go about doing a research project. I just don't want to make any kind of mistake or anything, you know?
There's nothing to it. Don't think of it as a research project. Just some talks with a number of people who have information to share with you. Besides, you can probably tell a lot already by the conversations you have with people who drive our fleet, and from the repairs and maintenance that you and Marty do.
Yeah, we don't even get a chance to talk to the people. I mean, they just get in their car and leave.
I know you can handle it. You've been asking for ways to work with your head as well as your hands. Well, here's your chance.
And the other recent incident concerns the overtime you approved for Bill Markowitz, when the work could have been done during regular hours. And now we discussed it at the time several weeks ago.
Okay, I agree I was wrong about the overtime. But on the mailing to the directors, nobody approved the extra expense of guaranteed overnight delivery. And knowing how important it is to stick to our policies on authorizations, I sent it out regular.
But Mr. Peterson's secretary told you it was a rush mailing, didn't she?
Sure she did, but she always says that. Bill, everybody wants their stuff sent rush, so the term rush doesn't mean much.
It does when it's Mr. Peterson and he gets on my tail about it. Now, did you ask his secretary about authorizing the overnight delivery?
No, but she couldn't approve it anyway because she doesn't have the authority.
But I come to work every morning 45 minutes early, and I often work through lunch. So I don't feel like I'm cheating by other hours. In fact, most of the time, I put in more than a full week's work.
Whether or not you're turning in a full week's work is not the issue.
What is the issue? I mean, isn't my work above average? And what about that special project you gave me? I mean, I talked to all the suppliers, and I think I came up with a really good shredding machine like you asked me to.
That's not the issue either. The problem is it sets a bad precedent. The others may want to do it if they see you getting away with it.
Did one of the others say something about this, like Nick maybe?
Well, somebody talked about it, and they noticed you several times, though it wasn't Nick.
Who was it then?
I'm not naming names, though it wasn't one of your coworkers. Look, the point is that we have certain rules about starting and stopping times, and it looks bad for both of us if we break those rules, especially on a regular basis.
It's not always easy being a manager, is it? Hello, I'm Kirk Sisko, and it's my pleasant task to serve as your moderator and tour guide as we travel through the managerial assessment of proficiency. During the day, you'll be observing a department head, Bill Taylor, and the supervisors who report to him. They all belong to the operations department. You'll see them interact in 10 different episodes that come up during a typical week. You'll also examine 2 other episodes that are presented in written form. You'll be stopping the presentation and evaluating Bill and his people by responding to questions or statements. Here are the people you'll be working with. I think you'll find them typical of a number of supervisors and managers you've known. Some of the things they say and do will be to your liking. At other times, their actions will be at odds with your own thinking. You'll have many opportunities to indicate the extent of your agreement. These supervisors will be involved in many different episodes during the week: a performance appraisal, a selection interview, a counseling session, delegation of a project, a problem-solving discussion, and so on. This will help us to see how well you know some of the concepts and skills associated with being a manager. It will also give us a measure of your proficiency in the broader underlying competencies, such as your ability to organize information, your analytical skills, and so on. Finally, it will enable us to prepare an individual development plan that spells out what actions you plan to take in those areas where you'd like further training and development.